Hello, hello.
One day, every day will be Friday, no. We got just to celebrate, oh. Like saying now you're Friday, no. My baby, one day.
Hello, everybody.
Breakfast on the jet, you know. Cruising, that's reject, oh. That day, not today, you know. Big things are happening now. More this, more that, more grace, oh. More cash, more babes, oh. More cars. Big things are happening now. More this, more that, more grace, oh. More cash, more babes, oh. More cars. And every shine like, oh, 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 yeah, oh, give me that, oh.
All right. Hello, hello. Happy Monday, everybody. This is Nzali with Nzali Takes Africa. I am super excited to come to you at the beginning of the new week. For those of you who do not know, June is my birthday month. Great things always happen to me in June, and this year is no different. So welcome. Let me know where you all are watching from. Hi. Hi, Cola. I am live a little bit of everywhere right now. I'm live on Facebook. I'm live on Instagram. I'm live on YouTube. So whichever platform you are on, let your girl know. Okay, let me know where you're watching from. Okay, let's see. Okay, Cola, where are you watching from? Let me know. If y'all see me looking down, that's because I'm checking all the different places. And while we're waiting for a few more people to come on in, make sure that you're following me on Instagram. My Instagram is at Nzali Takes Africa. If you want to follow my business page, you are a person who's interested in hiring a virtual assistant, or you are a young person with a lot of different skills and you feel like virtual assistant can help you, kickstart your freedom journey, then follow me at SW Africa. Okay. And again, a way to support the channel, it's free. Okay, you can like the video. You can share the video with people who have a similar interest as you. And also you can subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. And when I say a similar interest, let me be clear about what this channel is for, because I realize I've had an uptake in people who have an interest in this particular channel, right? And so this channel is for millennial women who are looking to live, work, or play on the African continent. On this channel, I'm talking about my reality as a person from the diaspora, the United States to be specific, who has transitioned to living in Africa. I have been living in Africa for 10 years. 2025, June 17th is my 10-year anniversary. Okay. And so it's been a long time. I did 2 years, almost 2 years in South Africa. The rest of my time was spent in Ghana, which is West Africa. And now I'm interested in relocating to Nairobi. So the last few weeks, I've been doing a lot of talking about Nairobi, Kenya. My scouting trip that I've had there and just what I'm finding. And I haven't given y'all my final decision yet. I have not let y'all know if I am going to move to Nairobi, but soon come before the end of this week, you all definitely will know. All right, Cola says she's from North Carolina. She's watching from North Carolina. I'm a North Carolina girl. I'm born and raised out of Charlotte. I know what part of North Carolina. Oh, come on, shout out to my North Carolina girls. Hey. We are outside, okay? We are doing things that we never thought we would do. So again, welcome, y'all. For those of you who are new, so happy for you to join me. For my old heads, y'all know what it is, okay? So over the last few days, I would say since maybe Thursday of last week, I have been taking people on my apartment hunting journey in Nairobi. Okay, I have not looked at houses, only apartments. Okay, and these apartments were recommended to me. Oh, shout out Queen City. Hey, these apartments were recommended to me by there's a Black expat group that we have on WhatsApp. So I asked them, what are some good neighborhoods to look at for a person returning or moving to Nairobi. Um, and they gave me some neighborhoods, and they also gave me some contacts for realtors and stuff like that. Right. So that was how I found these particular places. Now, the good thing is that folks from Kenya, y'all are so helpful. Like in the comments, y'all have gave me more neighborhoods to look at. Y'all have given me, somebody messaged me on Facebook with 3 apartments to look at. Forget my nail, y'all. And so I'm excited because that's giving me more places to go, more places to see. And thank y'all. I want to thank y'all for that. So today's video, I'm going to take you to the last apartment that I viewed last week because I did 4. The first video was an older model apartment. The second video, I actually looked at 2 apartments that were built by the same developer. One was more like for young couples, it was more modern. The other one was more family centered. And so today, I am taking you to Lavington, to another apartment that I was introduced to. So I have a quick question here. Essay says, why Kenya? Why Nairobi? So let me give y'all a little bit of a backstory. Y'all about to get in my business. So initially, when I said, okay, I think I'm ready to transition, I'm ready to transition out of Ghana, I thought that I just wanted to go back to South Africa. But my partner was like, no, you need to look at Nairobi. Nairobi is a tech hub. Nairobi has a lot of good talent there that have tech skills that you could use for your virtual assistant business. And so I was like, So then once he said that, then I just started to look at what is the expat scene like in Nairobi. And then that connected me to a lot of different people, right? So the biggest thing that has drawn me into Nairobi is, number one, it's a little bit more modern or developed. And then also because it's a tech hub. That's the truth. It's a tech hub, and I think that would be good for my business. Another quick question, Stefan. Oh, I know you from Kenya, watching from Guba, South Sudan. All right, shout out to South Sudan. This is another side note. When I was in university, one of the people who lived in my building was from South Sudan, and he invited me and my roommates to his brother's graduation. It was the best food ever. Like we were like grubbing, so good. So shout out to South Sudan. And then don't forget to check out at Tattoo City. Thank you. Like literally, y'all, I'm telling you, the Kenya folks, y'all are like the best because y'all are on here telling me all the places to go. So I will add Tattoo City to my list of places that I need to see as well. And shout out to my folks who are watching from California. What up, though? West Coast. And then how are Kenyans treating you? So funny enough, Kenyans have not treated me any, like I don't feel like there's a special treatment, right? They just treat me like I'm a normal person, which for me, a person who's been living in Africa for 10 years now, that's what I like. I don't really like going to countries and feeling like, ooh, you're the foreigner. I don't like that. So Kenyans haven't treated me like anything special. It's just like, hey, what's up? Hi, okay. Most of the people will like greet you in Swahili. And then once you say, oh, I don't speak Swahili, I speak English. Then they just switch to English. No harm, no foul. Yeah, so it's been pretty cool. Like Kenyans haven't really, I haven't had a bad experience. So that's good to me. And yeah, I like the fact that like they don't care, right? They don't care if you're a foreigner. They're like, whatever. People are people. So I love that. And also just another side note, I think when I do my video about some of the places that I've been in Nairobi, I'll talk about my experience at the Maasai market, because that market experience is a totally different world from Ghana's market experience. So that was it. And yes, Kenyans like minding their own business, and that's my type of people because I like minding my own business as well. So that part has been lovely. All right, y'all. So we have jumped right on in to all of this good stuff. And I wanted to let me just check Instagram to see if there are any questions that are coming through on Instagram. I want to show y'all this last apartment that I went to last week, so that you all can see what it was like. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. All right, I've joined in on Instagram. I don't see anything yet. Okay, so that's good. All right, so let me go ahead and let y'all know a little bit of the background. So, like I said, this last apartment was in a neighborhood called Lavington. Lavington is one of those neighborhoods that has come up a lot. Also, there's a lot of things to do in the Lavington community. So, they have the Lavington Mall, and that mall, there's like, I think there's like a rooftop type of club. There's the place, I think it's 212 Lavington, which is kind of like an outdoor, event space where they play music, drinks, bar, all that kind of stuff. And it's like a cool vibe. So this particular unit, it is a apartment building. I think they have, did I write down how many floors? I didn't, but it's a really tall building. Y'all will see it in the video. And it is walking distance from, I think it's called Navis, is the grocery store. So you can walk and get your groceries if you need to. And this one was a little bit of a better price. So, or let me not say a better price, because the Kenyans have come in my comments and let me know that these people are charging me too much. But nonetheless, the good thing about Africa is that there's always room to negotiate. And for my Kenyan folks, please trust me. I've been living in West Africa long enough to know how to negotiate. So the price that I'm giving is just what they gave me at face value, but please know that I would negotiate this. So this particular place was 85,000 Kenya shillings per month. It was a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and it was listed, the 85,000 Kenya shillings is $657 a month. So, and this place has underground parking as well as security. Although I will say that I felt like this security place wasn't as secure as the other places, because like they didn't take our ID or anything. They just kind of, once they saw us with the person that was representing the landlord, they just let us in. So I didn't think that that was too secure as opposed to the other one where they asked for ID. So yeah, it's located in the Lavington neighborhood. I'm not giving the name of these places because I don't want the apartment complexes to come and be like, you know how sometimes people do. If they feel like you haven't given them a positive review, then they want to attack you. So I'm just not gonna give the name, but it's in the Lavington neighborhood. Yes, Nairobi is extremely green, and I absolutely love that. So let me bring up, when you go into the unit, there's underground parking, and you can take the elevator up. This is what the hallway looked like in this particular unit, and then I'm gonna give you my commentary after that. Okay, so this is the hallway, very plain, very straight to the point. I said that it gave me a dormitory feeling, right? I felt like I was in a dorm back in university. That's what it looked like. And then there's also no windows on that inside portion. Um, there were a lot of those little key thingies, so it let me know that there are a lot of Airbnbs here in this apartment building, because a lot of the units had that little key box that you can put a key in and people can do self-check-in. So I'm gonna just show you again really quickly. Yeah, nothing fancy about the hallway. So once you are out of the hallway, then the next video I'm going to take you into the unit. So you walk in, and immediately there's this like little, like, I don't know, shelf. I like that because that means you can put your shoes in there, drop your keys in there, whatever you want to do with that little space. So that was cute. I thought that was a nice touch. Once you go in, you see all of the light. right? This is a very well lit unit. It's on the front side of this building. It has a guest bathroom, again, with a shower. The only thing I didn't like, let me move it back a little bit, was that the sink is on the outside of the bathroom. That was a little odd to me because, like, if I'm putting up my living room, then there's just this like random sink there. But nonetheless, you still have an extra bathroom, right? So all these big windows, lots of natural light. I always look for that because with the natural light means I don't have to spend a lot of money on electricity bill, right? They did not have a stove. I mean, they didn't have the overhead for the stove that sucks up air, but they said they can install it for you. So let me just give you a little back it up. So with this, you can kind of see the view. You see how big the building is. Everybody has a balcony. You see the road. It's a paved road. Other apartments are all around. You see the courtyard area. This little space also is like a play area for children, and there's a gym downstairs as well. So, it wasn't too bad. Um, and it's going to take us back inside. The kitchen flows into the living room. Okay. Um, and they have a little wall decor, and you do have a balcony. Like I said, y'all, I love ceiling to floor windows. This balcony isn't super big, but it's enough, right? You can get your washer out there. You can probably get a chair or two, go out there, have your little morning coffee, and keep it moving. All right, let's continue. Okay, so now what I also love is that it's like they've split the apartment. Like one side is like your common area, living room, the other side is the bedrooms. So that's, I like that. Okay, you have bedroom numero uno, number one. Not too big, but it does come with a wardrobe. It sits right off from the balcony. So, you know, the people on the balcony, you will hear them. And then that one doesn't have its own bathroom, so you will be using the extra bathroom. And then this is like the master suite where it has its own bathroom with a shower, no bathtub. And then, of course, you have space with your wardrobe. Okay. Now, again, your view is viewing, right? You see the city, you see your street, all of that good stuff. This is a two-bedroom, two-bathroom. And like I said, they were renting this one for $657, which is 85,000 Kenya shillings per month. But I think you can negotiate, right? So that was this spot in Lavington. Right now, this one, I will say it didn't have all of the amenities like the one that I showed you all like 2 days ago. That was in, I think it was Kilileshwa. One was in Kilileshwa, one was in Kilimani, right? So it didn't have all those amenities, but it was good, right? Modern appliances. They also had a cleaning crew that was there cleaning and everything. I love the underground parking. I love that it was very central, like walking distance to a lot of things. The neighborhood was good. So it wasn't super fancy, but it wasn't bad either. It was like right in the middle. So if you, like myself, are looking for like a starter apartment in a new city, this isn't such a bad idea because it's like a middle range type of apartment. Okay. So y'all let me know. Y'all have seen a few, a few places for me. Right. And if you haven't gone back to my YouTube channel, as a matter of fact, let me just show y'all right now. Let me show you right now where you can find it. Okay. So right now, if you want to go and find my latest video that shows you the two apartments from the same developer, you can go on over. It's called House Hunting in Nairobi. What you get for your money, Kenya Part 2. This was the more modern unit that I was telling you about. So you can find it there. Go ahead and go to it. Also, if you want to see the very first video that I did, oops, sorry, y'all. Y'all know YouTube be doing what it want to do. So we're going to skip that. If y'all wanted to, in another ad, I'm so sorry, y'all. If you wanted to see that first apartment that I went to that was more of a older model, then you can go and watch that one as well. So I'm taking y'all around. Like I said, I'm going to take y'all with me on this journey of looking at apartments. And the reason that this was so important to me to show y'all is because there are a lot of people who don't have the money to just up and come and look at a place, right? But because I was already on the African continent, it wasn't that much for me to hop on over to Kenya and take a look. And so I'm literally going to walk y'all through this process with me. Y'all going to see the apartments that I'm looking at. Y'all going to see the places that I've been to while I was in Nairobi. And then you're going to find out if I'm actually going to move there. And if I decide to move there, I'm going to document the whole transition process. So keep letting me know what y'all think in the comments. Keep letting me know if this is what you want to see, what else you would like to know about Nairobi. Also, you can ask me about Ghana. You can ask me about South Africa. Those are also places that I've lived. And don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Now, I'm going to give y'all some of the common things that I found while looking at properties in Nairobi. These are things that I just kind of found in every property. All right, Davy says the apartment was worth the price, especially because of the location. But for somebody who wants to save, you can get the same in Nairobi outskirt for half the price. Thank you. So what would you consider a Nairobi outskirt? Is that Karen? Is that Karen? What communities are the outskirts of Nairobi? And when you say outskirts, how many minutes does it take to get back into the city? That's a great question. Someone said I wouldn't recommend outskirts for the beginners. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But I still want to know, just in case somebody is a little bit more seasoned and they're also looking, what does that include? Okay, so now here are some of the common things that I have found while looking for a place. And I've written it down, y'all. Okay, common findings. Most of the places, actually all the places that I went to, had a half bathroom or another bathroom for guests, which I absolutely love. I do not like people going into my bedroom to go to the bathroom when they're visiting me. So check, love that. The second thing I noticed that was common, modern finishings, right? Like appliances, countertops, tiling, decor, stairs that are even. My people who have lived in Ghana, y'all know for some reason we cannot have even stairs, but all the stairs in Nairobi were even. Then we have something else that was common. There was no AC. There was no apartment that we went to that had AC or a connecting portion for a fan in the unit. Every place we went to required a 2 months rent deposit. So my king is let me know if that's common or if they were just telling us that. So 2 months rent is a deposit. Another thing, most of the places that we went to had a play area for children, which is really cool. That lets me know that they're thinking about families. A lot of the places we went to had a stove, but no fridge. So it seems like you're going to end up buying your own refrigerator, which, coming from Ghana isn't an issue for us because in Ghana, we have to furnish everything: stove, fridge, lights, all appliances you pay for. Also, no agent charged me a fee to view their places. And coming from Ghana, where the agents charge you a moving fee, anytime they leave their office, they pay. You have to pay them. So that was refreshing. Every place that we saw was walking distance to essentials. And I absolutely love that because one of the things, if y'all remember my first video on my list was I'm looking for a place that is a walkable community. So I've noticed that. Also, every property that we went to had a on the ground cleaning crew that was deep cleaning the common spaces, the hallways, the outside, all of that in the morning. Um, what else? All of the places we went to had security. It was gated. Every place we went to had a balcony or two or three. um, Almost all of the places that we went to were high rise, but the high rise had smaller rooms. Um, and they had elevators that worked fast. And then every place we went to didn't have any screens over the window. Because like in Ghana, we always have a screen because we have mosquitoes, right? So there's a barrier, but in Kenya, I did not notice that. And all of the places had a wardrobe already built into the unit, which is also different from Ghana because you have to purchase your own and put it into your apartment. So that those are some of just the things I noticed right off the bat about the places that we've seen in Nairobi. Again, Davey, I want to know if you can pop back on and let us know um, what is considered the outskirts. I do want to know that. So if you say we can get half the price in the outskirts, what does that look like? Okay, so pop on in and let us know what that looks like. So for my expats, my foreigners, what do y'all think? All right, you've seen apartment number 1, you've seen apartment 2 and 3. This is the 4th apartment. Which one would you pick? Okay, I want y'all to drop down and tell me in the comments now or in the replay. Just based off of what I'm looking for, I would definitely have picked apartment number 1. Apartment number 1 was an older apartment, but you had so much space. It was so much space in that apartment that it was just like ridiculous how much space you really had. I think I actually really want to show y'all again apartment number 1. Let me see. No, I'm not gonna show y'all. I'm just gonna link it for you so that you can go and watch that video. Okay, go and watch that video. So I have linked it there for you all to check out. Hey Leah, what's up, girl? I've linked it there for y'all to go and check out that video, but that's what I would have done. I would have picked apartment number 1 because it has so much more space. That's just the truth. So tell me which one would you have picked. Also, someone asked a question, can you hear, does your virtual assistant business require special tech skills? So we hire VAs for administrative purposes. So you have to have a basic knowledge of, Google Suite. You have to have some working knowledge of like project management tools, things like Monday.com, Asana, Slack, communication tools as well, those type of things. But if you want to stand out and you want to get higher paying clients, tech skills are great to have, because basically that means I could market you as like a specialized VA, which means we can ask for more. Okay. Someone says, have you done a city tour? Officially a city tour through like a tour agent? No. Have I been around? Absolutely. And so that's actually going to be one of my next videos, like all the spots that I went to in Nairobi while I was there. Keep in mind that like I was a tourist, but not a tourist. Right. Right. And we intentionally didn't want to move around like tourists because we were really looking at this place as a place to live. And we want to know what it feels like to live in that space. So yeah, there are a lot of places that I did go, and I will do a video sharing some of those spots that I went to. All right, y'all. Are there any other questions for your girl before I head out? I'm not going to keep y'all too long today. I just wanted to show y'all that last apartment for now that I saw before I head on out. Okay. Again, if you're not already following me on Instagram, it's at Nzali Takes Africa. That's my personal page. If you are interested in being a virtual assistant or you're looking to hire a virtual assistant, you can go to @SWD Africa, send me a DM. We can get you started. And then also, you can always book a call. SheWorksDigitalAfrica.com if you are a person interested in becoming a VA or hiring a VA. All right. I just want to let that go across the bottom for the people. Also, there are a number of you who reached out to me last week about becoming a virtual assistant. Please know that I see you and I will be responding to you. At least give me until tomorrow. Our process is pretty simple. Once you send an inquiry with your CV, we review that CV. If we feel like it's a strong CV, then we go ahead and send you a practical assessment. Once you complete that practical assessment, then if you pass that, then we move you forward to your group interview. Once you go through the group interview, if selected, then we reach out to you and let you know. We add you to our platform, and then we start helping you look for virtual assistant clients. So that's the process. The people who have already reached out, please know at least by tomorrow, I will definitely be following back up with you guys. So no worries about that. Okay. Thank you so much, David, for coming back. The outskirt of Nairobi is Kiambu. I don't want to say that incorrectly. Machakos and Kajiado counties, which are like 20 to 30 minutes away. But for starters, in Nairobi would be far from many important necessities, unlike Nairobi areas. Okay, got you. So basically, if you ain't got no car, you may want to pause on going that far out. But just so you know, it is like half the price. He said it's cheaper out there. Okay, well, that's good to know. As people are transitioning there, maybe they're there for a year or so, then they can then start looking at some of those areas for like real settling down, like when they're really ready to like live there. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. Well, again, happy Monday. Happy new month. I think this is my first live of June. June is my birthday month. So if you really want to celebrate your girl, show me some love for my birthday month. Like the videos, share the video, and subscribe. And I will catch you all on the next one. I'm going to head on off. Y'all know I also am a virtual assistant, so I have some more work to do with some of my clients today. So I will catch y'all on the next one. Bye, y'all.
Bad energies stay far away. I pray for more life and I pray for grace. I know that man can't take my place. No, they can't take my place. We only do big things. We turn up to shut down. We know they like small things. Because we know they hear what now. Big things are happening now. More this, more that, more grace, more cash, more babes, more cars. Big things are happening now. More this, more that, more grace, more cash, more babes, more cars. And they be shine like, yeah, give me that, yeah, who be that, yeah, give me that, yeah, who be that, give me that, yeah, big things, give me that, baby, if you jiggy that body, I go go. Shake that body, I go go.
Bye, y'all.
Shake that body, I go go. Shake that body, I go go.